I know so many book lovers, don't we all? Hello, I am Karen Heshik of Karen's Creative Cards, and I have a husband, a grandson, friends, and family who read books all the time. So when I saw the new die and stamp set from Concord and Ninth, I just couldn't resist it. This one is called True Stories Dies, and it gives you all the book dies and then decorative dies, and then this die here cuts the top of the card. I'll show that in a minute. And then this is the stamp set that goes with it. So you can say like the great big book of celebration, gratitude, love, friendship, and then all sorts of smaller sayings, and then small ones for the sides. So this is the first one I made. I did it in various Concord and Ninth cardstock colors. Here's where you can put those small stamps. Let's eat cake, have a great day. And then these are the decorative dies that you get. And then of course you can choose to emboss some of them for a little bit of extra texture. So I did that there. This die here cuts the top. And if you put it on an A2 card, the books fit perfectly on there. And then I chose to also decorate this side. Had that top there. I did another embossed one, a little more stamping, and then I used a die there. I chose to just make this part here a diagonal cut rather than have the up and down of the books, but you can have that. There's so many ways to use it. This is a masculine version that I did. I used the same dies and stamps. So Great Big Book of Love, and I used more masculine colors on that one. This is a Moonstone Hunkydory die set, all occasions cut in sentiments, and these fit perfectly on the sides of these books. So on this one I said thinking of you, and then I think on this one I said on your special day. So they fit perfectly for the sides of the books, and really easy to make, and so much fun coming up with different variations and different colors and styles. I made a bunch of books in different sizes and papers and cut a bunch of the trims, and then I embossed some with embossing folders. I took a class where we played with various Tim Holtz Ranger sprays. We had distress sprays, distress oxide sprays, and distress mica sprays. I had not tried the mica sprays before, and I like those the best. But the store didn't have them in stock, so I'm waiting for my order to come in. But we ended up coming home with about, I don't know, 8 maybe different papers that we made, and this was one of them. So this is distress mica sprays in different colors, and then I embossed it. So I thought that made a perfect book. This one here, I had, again, sprayed it with a bunch of things, and then we embossed it with black on an embossing folder, and then we sprayed it with Distress Resist spray. So there's like a coating on there. So those made beautiful books. And then this one, Jennifer McGuire had shown how to do a tri-fold card in her video where she featured this die set and stamps, and she put the books in 3 sides, but I just wanted them on 2 sides. So what I did was I cut a tri-fold card. These are 2 pieces that were put together, and then I cut the front of this one and the back of this one so they lined up perfectly. And so I did 2 sides, and this is another piece of that paper that I had created, some embossed patterned paper, and added another thinking of you, and this hello is from the die set itself. So all sorts of various ways that you can make cards with this. But you know, you don't need a die set to create the books. So since I was on a books theme, I created a bookshelf here, and then I created smaller books with many of those same papers. This again was from that class, as was this, and then I just used some pattern paper there and a little washi tape, and I made this card. So I'm going to make a card step by step here, combining those last two ideas. A fun fold card with some books on a shelf too. So I have an A2 card here, cut and ready to go. And I am just going to cut the front. So what you do is you simply line this die up with the top and the sides, and then you're going to cut the up and down of those books. My die cutting machine is off camera here. I can't really move it. It's too big and it's an electronic one. So the top is cut. I'm going to trim this just a little bit more here. That looks right. Okay. Then I have cut 2 sets of the books here. On my dies, I numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know if I want the tall skinny one, that's going to be in the 3rd position, and so each one is a slightly different size. So, and I also numbered it on the back. So this is, and I did these in pattern papers, but I'm also going to decorate some of them. But I thought that kind of looked like a book, could look like a book, right? So I'm going to make this a Christmas version, and it's going to be a joy fold card, and it's going to be for a book lover like my sister or my best friend. They love to read every day. So I'm going to put the books down, and then I'm going to do a little decorating. So this is 2, so it goes there. Like I need to clean that out a little. And of course you could use any adhesive to attach these, but I like to use my liquid glue when I want to be able to have a little bit of time to get it in a perfect position. You of course want it flat on the bottom and right up to the next one. Now I'm going to do a joy fold, which starts out kind of like a Z fold. So I put those 2 on, and then I'm going to score right between them, and it isn't necessarily perfectly halfway, so I'm not going to score first. I thought I would put those 2 down and then I would score the fold. And then this is going to be folded back. So it's going to start looking like that. So I'm also going to decorate these. I'm going to go back and decorate the other two, but first I'm going to start with the 4 that we will see the most. Did I want that one or did I want this one? I think I'm going to do that one. They're similar. But I remember when I was cutting these, that's a really pretty 49 in Market paper, and it is from the same kit. Boy, my glue's giving me grief today. And my pen went in there to clean it out, right? Get this going here. I know I could use a tape runner, but again, I like to be able to move it and get it in perfect position. So, right, this needs to be right up against the edge, and the top and the bottom. And then this one, I added some washi tape already. I thought it would be simplest to do that in advance. So I had a couple skinny washi tape, like a little gold trim, and then I also had this reindeer washi tape. I don't use washi tape very often, but I thought, well, what's a different way to decorate this? I'm not using the dies that came in the die set for this one, because this is going to be all Christmas. My glue. You guys don't need to see me do this over and over, but for some reason it is giving me grief today, and that doesn't usually happen. What I do really like about this Barely Art, of course, is that you can take it apart and you can clean it, and usually I have to do that every so often, but I can usually keep it flowing with just the pen until it does need a good cleaning. Whereas a lot of the other brands, if it gets stuck, you know, it is stuck and you can't take it apart. And this one you can, and I'm showing you that I guess that's what I need to do, right? Is give it a good soaking and clean it all up. Maybe I'll lay it on its side. Alright, so that is forming the Z-fold. But I am also going to decorate this side. So I have 4 more of these ready to go. And this one would be considered 4. Where's that? 3. That one there. And this one is the tall, skinny one. Yep. So that one's going to go there. Some of these I'm going to decorate, and some I am just going to leave with just the pattern paper. Oh, yeah, no, that's what I wanted, I think. That's two-sided. I could use either side, I guess. But I decided to use that side. This one, I used a die that does just the pin pricks in there, and they were snowflakes. And then I added a few flat pastel colored snowflakes to that one. First let it settle, right? Get that to stick on before you try to move it. And we have these two for the other side. And then I thought I would do some decorating. I have 49 and Market laser elements to use. I had the whole kit, and this is what's left. These are from the die set, and there was a few straight gold pieces here too I can put down. So I'm going to decide from this plate here what I'm going to decorate and how, which ones. This one has to fold. So it's gonna be a Z fold, and I think I do want to decorate these too, so they're not quite so plain. So this is the taller of the two. Maybe I'll try a tape runner for this one. Seems how my glue is giving me grief, huh? And of course that does. So there's the start of our Joy Fold card. I thought on this one, let's see, this is going to be like this. I thought that I would use this one here. It says It's a Wonderful Life, which of course is a movie, but I imagine it was a book at one time too, right? And then they have these little tabs. I'm not sure what they're for. I mean, what they would be called. But they kind of look like bookmarks to me. So I have a choice between Holly Jolly, More Merry, and I thought if I put it on one of these shorter ones, it wouldn't stick up over the top of the A2 card. And that's kind of a nice look there. Let's see if maybe we like Wonderful, because it's in red. Yeah, I think I will. So I think I want the glue to be like here. Which kind of looks like a bookmark, right? So I thought that was kind of fun. But I better put some on this part too. Then I had some pine cones and a red poinsettia here, and there's also some white ones. Let's see. Put a little color in there. I like these laser elements from 49 and Market. I'll admit that I had not really used them, but I had obviously had their paper and their rub-ons. I'm a huge rub-on fan, but I got it in a kit, and they're so fine and delicate, and they're not at all thick. Like if you put the chipboard pieces on, those are pretty thick. So it depends on where you're going to use them. So I just kind of really liked these. little decoration. And a little bit of texture. I could raise them, I suppose, but I don't want them too high because we're going to put a Z-fold piece there. I will probably add some more decorations. I haven't quite decided yet, but for now let's see, maybe on this one we could add a sentiment tag. I like that. Christmas joy, right? Or Merry and Bright, Dear Santa. Oh, these look like, oh, I like that, right? This kind of looks almost like if there was a title on it with a, there's a word for it, but when you, I'm not sure, but I've seen these types of pieces on the sides of cards with those. I like that. That's pretty. Okay. Now, I am going to create a joy fold. So what I've done is I've cut a piece that is 3.5 by 7 and folded it in half. And this is going to have books that are going to go both horizontal and vertical on it. And then it's going to open up, and then it will open up the joy fold. So, you know, like a trifold, but it's not. So I didn't use the dies to cut these books out. You don't really have to, but I wanted the tops to be just slightly rounded, and I had used a very tiny corner rounder, but then they looked too round, so I just kind of snipped them a little bit. And this is like a wooden bookshelf there, and then I'm going to put some books up and down. That one's going to be up. And then I have 3 that are going to go down. Like that. And again, using just Christmas pattern paper, but I will add some decorative elements to them as well. I think I can use this. And this one I thought I would put kind of at an angle. And I just had a kind of a candy cane embossing folder. It's hard to see, but then I added some white stripes. So it's a book, but it's kind of decorated like a candy cane there. So kind of like if it was crooked on the shelf. And then this sentiment is going to be across there, and it is Christmas blessings. I believe this is a Sue Wilson die. Christmas blessings. So it's Christmas blessings, friends, family, and a good book. And then of course I will sign it there. These two were dies that I had, but I didn't have anything that said, of course, a good book. And I couldn't use regular alphabet dies because they would have been too big. But I have this set from Better Press. It's a press plate and die set, and I pressed it with red ink onto white paper, and then there's a die set that cuts them all out, and I did it with sticky on the back, so I could say whatever I wanted, and of course I'll keep this and use it. And you get 4 O's, you know, so good book. It didn't, you know, you didn't have to cut it 4 times, and then you get like, I don't know, 6, 7 A's, and you know, the letters that you use a lot you get many of, so this could be used for a lot of things, and so it was perfect for this. So this is going to go in here, and I need it to flow a little better. And again, this doesn't usually happen. I should have cleaned it. It needs cleaning, I can tell. Which is a plus when it's still going to come through, but it flows much better if I had done that. So I want this centered. So it would be mailed like this, and it shows Christmas blessings with those books, and then it opens up and stands for display, and you have your books here and here and here, and then the Christmas blessings are peace on earth, friends, family, and a good book. So I had great fun playing with this die set and stamp set, and it can be used in so many different ways to make great cards for all the book lovers in our lives. I hope my cards encourage you to give some of the ideas and products a try.